Hi everyone, Lemar again here with Jumpin' Dumpin' TV, and today we'll be talking about part 2 of living in Grenada. I noticed on my previous video a lot of people got offended based on the negative things that I've stated about the country, and I'm truly sorry if I offended anyone in any way. It wasn't in my interest to do that whatsoever. Which negative facts of a country and positive facts of a country are still facts, so there's nothing I can do to change those kind of things. Other people might have different experiences from me, but this is just my experience, and this is what traveling is about. To travel, see the good and the bad, fall in love with the glorious wonders of the country, and then share your experiences with people. So if I offend anyone, I'm truly sorry, and I can't do anything about that. It's the same thing with living in Jamaica. We have over 3 billion negatives, and we're not afraid to put it out there, and we own our negatives. And that's what makes us Jamaican, by owning up what we've created and put on ourselves, and the negative and positive images that we put out on ourselves. What the fuck? As I was saying before, rudely interrupted by that fly. There are negative and positive traits of Jamaica, and we own it, and that's just how it is. Anyways, there are a lot of positives about Grenada, which I've mentioned in my other video, which if a lot of people had got the chance to view that, they would have some negative comments that they have to say. But there are a lot more positives about Grenada, like how beautiful the mountain and the hills are during the dry season, because it's like a wave that the country goes through, where most of the place is brown, and it's just a transition, like when it's changing from a normal season in North America to winter. So you find a lot of brown. It's something like that here, but it happens in the summer during the dry season. So that's something that is very cool and beautiful that I wait to see. And as soon as the rain start falling again, then up on the hills you have these beautiful flowers. I think some of them are yellow. They call them flamboyants. So you see the flamboyants just pop up, and the greenery just pop up, and everything is just beautiful. Also the food, I love the Grenadian cuisine, especially cuckoo. I'm cuckoo for cuckoo pops, for cuckoo. Like, it's amazing. I most of the time, even when I go to restaurants, I ask for cuckoo and meat, like cuckoo and meat. That's it. Their roti, I love the roti, especially they have a place in St. George that they call Chucky's. Chucky's have some of the best rotis I've ever eaten, and it's so juicy and sloppy. Sometimes it runs down on your lip. It's just yummy. Like, that's some of the best roti I've ever had. Like, I really enjoy that. There are other things that I've eaten. Don't troll me again. Like, I can't remember the name of the things that I've eaten, but when I go to restaurants and see it on the clipboards, like, I can point it out and say that's what I had, or that's what I want, or you get what I mean. You have other things, like, it's so amazing how Grenada preserve its greenery. Like, it's so green and beautiful, especially when you leave the capital and go out into the country area of the country. It's so lush. It's amazing how Grenada preserved their natural beauty, because a lot of Caribbean countries are starting to destroy their natural beauties, and Grenada is preserving theirs quite well. There is a place under the water called the underwater sculptures. I can't swim, unfortunately, so I start taking swimming classes so I can go and visit underwater sculpture and diving classes as well. So if I leave Grenada and don't go to those places under the water, I would be very, very disappointed. So I started taking swimming/diving classes. Another positive is how patriotic the people are in Grenada. They are very patriotic. Like, every time when it comes down to independence, everything is painted in the Grenadian flag. Like, everything, even if you find every stone in somebody's yard is painted with Every stone in somebody's yard is painted with the Grenadian flag. You have this really beautiful place when you're leaving out of St. George, when you're passing the stadium area and going down on the coast there. You have a beautiful tire, like I think they were trying to make an ornament or something, but it's like really beautiful with the Grenadian colors and whatever. So I really like seeing that, and I oftentimes we kind of go down that area, so I could just see it. I've never really took a picture of it, which I think I should take a picture with that. Um, so that's another thing that I love to see. It's beautiful. And I can say the beaches of Grenada. I had mentioned that I love the beaches in Grenada. I just do not like Grand Anse Beach. BBC Beach is my favorite beach because of how beautiful it is and how calm it is and how it's family friendly. I also like down by Concrete Strip, down by the airport, down that area. I really like that. The other day we did a hike around the airport, which I don't recommend that hiking is for everyone around the airport because there are some really slope areas and steep areas that you have to go up and actually climb, and I wouldn't like anyone to get hurt. But if you are physically active, I would much recommend that you do that hike. It's really worth it. Going around that area, I stumbled upon a couple of beaches, really isolated beaches that if you hike around that area, you could get to it, and I wasn't expecting that. So you have some really beautiful beaches around that end, and I saw black sand beaches around the airport area, which I've been looking for black sand beach, and I thought I would have to go to St. Lucia or Dominica to see that, and I saw it here, and I was really appreciative of that because I've never seen black sand beaches before. Sorry if there's any noise in the background. It just started raining not too long ago. Another thing that I like about Grenada is the mere fact that they're really welcoming when it comes down to CARICOM citizens, because me as a Jamaican here, I am extremely comfortable because of how easy it is for CARICOM citizens to reside here, and how they, to me, I don't know about anybody else, but to me, they are the best country in the CARICOM to deal with CARICOM citizens, and I really like that. It's just amazing to me how they play a lot of reggae, soca, dancehall, and those kind of music. And I was surprised because I don't hear ska in Jamaica for a long time, only when it comes down to like holidays, or we have something that we call whole hits or whole licks, we call it in Jamaica, and I hear them playing here, and I haven't heard those things playing for a while now in Jamaica. Only time I hear them play is like, yeah, on a holiday or something, and they play. I hear people listening to them here, and I really like that. So they're very good at preservation, and I like that about the place. I've talked about I left Grenada a couple times. Well, since my last video, I ventured out of St. George a couple more times, and I've been to Mount Carmel waterfall, and it was a really nice waterfall. It was beautiful up by the top. When you go by the top and see the water coming down, it was beautiful to watch from a distance, and also beautiful to see up close. And it's to me, I like it. I just love the scenery of every part of it, and I had fun there along with the people that I went with, and most of them were Grenadians, so that was fun to be in an environment with a lot more Grenadians. It was really nice, and I like it. Also, I went to the lake. I went to Lake Antoine. Please, God, make that's the way it's pronounced. I went to Lake Antoine, and it was a beautiful lake. It wasn't as big as I expected it to be, but it was worth it. It was worth the drive. And also I went up, I went to what the place called, to Welcome Rock area, and we took pictures by don't by where the islands are. I really like the islands. The islands are beautiful. Like it's beautiful to see from afar and up close, but I really rather to see it up close because it's mind-blowing how beautiful and close the island is, and it have like a peak shoot go all the way up. So that's really cute to me, and I like to see that. I can't get around not talking about how lush and the interior of Grenada is. It's so lush. It's so lush. I like. It's really good to see how Grenada preserved this lushness. And what I was taking for it being not developed, I was mistaken, because I realized that the country is trying to develop around the natural beauty of the country. So if you come here and think that it's not developed, you're making a mistake, because they're developing around everything that preserve Grenada on being natural. Even the hotels that's what they market the country on, pure Grenada. And I like that. I like that even the name, it's catchy, pure Grenada. Even the one and two times I would turn on the TV and then you hear pure Grenada, this is home. And then I kind of like the song because it's a catchy song, and I even catch myself singing it when I'm in the shower or when I'm cooking or whatever. So it's a catchy song, and it's good. As I hear this crow right now, it reminds me of some birds that used to come by my window here and wake me up every single morning, and the roosters that keep bugging me and waking me up. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, and I have bad time management, and they help me to wake up in the morning. Like every morning I hear the rooster cuckoo-doo-doo, and I hear the birds tweet 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 tweet. Thank you, alarm clock. And it's annoying, but at the same time it's a good for me, because it helped me wake up on time in the morning, and I could always rely on the birds and the roosters to wake me up in the morning, which the birds don't come anymore, which is pretty sad, but the roosters are still there, so it's pretty good for me. Another good thing is the buildings that are in town. Like, they are so well preserved, even the ones that are destroyed from the storm that they had here, and they're not really restored, but they're still there. And I think it's a negative, because building as beautiful as those should be preserved in a better way, but at the same time it's a positive for me, because it's something that I hardly see, and it's really mind-blowing to see all of this that Grenada have to offer. And sometimes I go into town and I be like looking, and I be like, wow. I go they near to the hospital, they have like a, what you call it, a little park up there that you can go and look over. I always look over, and I enjoy looking at the scenery, and even the little alleyways, because in Jamaica alleyways aren't safe. But here you can rely that the alleyways will be safe. Well, I would recommend it like on Christmas and those kind of things, because in every single country on Christmas you have petty theft and those kind of things. So I think it's a positive, because it's beautiful, and it adds to the scenery of St. George. You guys can go to californiaapparel.com for really good prices on men and women clothing with my special coupon code, which is 20% off at californiaapparel.com. So you guys can just check that out. I'll put the special code link within the description, so you guys can go on it and get your 20% discount. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for viewing my video. Hope you subscribe, and I thank you, my supporters. You've really been a help to me with the backlash that I've been getting, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you guys subscribe. I hope the newcomers subscribe to my page and wait on my weekly videos. Thank you so much. Bye.